I just watched the Chainsaw Reze movie, and my god, was it incredible. Yet, I did leave the theater sad and with one question that I just wanted to ask myself. At the end of the Reze arc, did Reze truly love Denji? Did she truly care for him? Hello and welcome to another video. I wanted to discuss the incredible and breathtaking anime movie that was the Chainsaw Man Reze arc. I wanted to say I went with a good amount of friends in the D-Box, so we were fucking flying all over the place in the second act. It was such an amazing experience, and I'm glad that my first D-Box experience was this movie. I just really want to quickly glaze over the animation before I get to the sad, empty feeling I had before leaving this movie. Just a heads up, this is a spoiler warning. I highly suggest you go watch the Chainsaw Man movie once, twice, maybe 3 times. But yeah, now we'll go into spoilers. My god, was it beautiful. I felt like my eyes were having an orgasm. It was truly breathtaking. So much fluid movements, so many colorful scenes. Like when Beam and Denji kill the Typhoon Devil and it changes its color palette. I had such a stupid smile on my face. Just literally non-stop action, and it kept delivering over and over again. And I'm like, how can this movie keep topping itself with every single scene? My favorite scene has to be when Reze just fucking stopped time and beats the shit out of Beam with Denji inside of him. I 100% thought that if Dio was watching this, he'd look back and try to remember how many kids he truly had. Lastly, I wanted to say Beam was MVP of this movie. My boy was coming in clutch every second and every time that he was needed. Okay. Now with the quick glazing out of the way, let's get into this video. First, I wanted to go over who Denji is. I think the more Chainsaw Man gets more popular and gets into the light, more people seem to misunderstand Denji. And I had made a short about this a while ago, but I think it needs to be reiterated again. Denji is a young man that has been cut off from the rest of the world, not understanding what the world holds for him. Everyone tried to take advantage of him and only sees him as the Chainsaw Devil. Nothing more than that. He believes that if he wants to be happy, he has to touch boobs, kiss girls, or be with Makima. It's easy to assume because that's what a man wants, right? Yet, when he does get a little piece of this, he kind of feels like he hasn't been getting that fulfillment that he was hoping for. And yet, I do love that he cherishes the small things like food and having a home, but we'll get into more detail about that. Reze asked the question, why didn't I kill you the first time I met you? And I tell you why. Reze is very similar to Denji in the sense that they were cut off from a normal life. Reze only knows the Chainsaw Devil as a strong and powerful devil. Yet, when she meets Denji, for some reason she allows him to show who he is. And the flower scene is so drastically important. It shows Reze that Denji is just a goofy guy, not just the Chainsaw Devil. We get to see them interact, and she invites him to the cafe that she works at. The walk cycle she took to the cafe for the first time really reflected that she is a soldier. At first I was like, she's walking like so stiffly, and yet I remember later on in the movie that she is a child soldier, so it makes perfect sense. And we will get back to the walk cycle again at the end. Here we get to see them hanging out and getting to know each other. Here's where I think she truly starts to fall for Denji, or just simply enjoys someone's company similar to her. When she is told by him that he never went to school and can't read, they go to a school, and I think this is really where she starts to enjoy herself here and forgetting what she is here to do. There's a scene that I was so fixated on when the pool scene was happening. A spider that catches a butterfly, and it slowly starts to spin that captured butterfly, yet it never fully wraps it. And I feel like it's very symbolic on how Reze was initially trying to capture Denji, but slowly forgets or loses that will to capture Denji. It wasn't until that killer that had a contract with the Typhoon Devil that she remembers. She kills him, but you get this death stare, this hopeless dead look in her eyes after killing him, rain droplet falling into her eyes. It feels so cold and soulless. She returns to Denji and invites him for one more date. This looks so perfect. Both of them just enjoying each other's company, and it's truly happy in this moment. It isn't until the fireworks start that reality finally hits here. Denji has a life here with the Devil Hunter, and his heart also belongs to Makima. Reze kisses him, which I think is the last thing she wanted to do, but turns it into a way that kind of coats her feelings, that she's trying to trick him the entire time. Yes, she had a mission to get Denji's heart, but she didn't expect to get so close to him in such a short amount of time. Everyone wants Chainsaw Man's heart, but no one cares about Denji's heart, what he wants, and what would make him happy. Yet I know it joked about where Reze is trying to trick Denji into saying that, no, wait, it was true. Reze does have feeling for Denji, but she knew his heart wouldn't be fully for her so she had to carry out her mission. We get such an insane action scene and eye candy until we reach our conclusion. I find it beautiful the way they wrapped around each other, sinking to the bottom of the ocean. A way to conclude this fight among two people very similar, trying to figure out the world around them. Yet we get this beach scene, and what does it all mean? Denji putting the shirt over Reze, they discuss allowing her to live. Yet at this moment, Denji is willing to leave with Reze, run away with her, and I think it shows Denji growth a little bit here. Yeah, he wants a beautiful girl, but I think this is what he truly wants and what his heart wants, acting for himself this time. We gotta talk about that hug. It was something I felt was so beautiful, but also reflected the movie that Denji and Makima watched on their date. A man coming home and being embraced by an older woman. Then we have Denji and Reze's hug on the beach, and it felt like a true moment, both feeling like home to each other. Even for a moment, to embrace someone and a person that gives you that sense of safety and understanding is heartwarming. Yet, Reze knows it can't work out and leaves Denji on the beach. We skip to the coffee shop where Denji is waiting for Reze. We see Reze pick up a flower just like Denji did prior, but this flower reflects Makima's eyes, which is very scary type of foreshadowing. Reze decides to go back to see Denji, but look at the walk. Very similar to the first walk cycle, but getting closer to Denji, there's more hope in her steps. Then is ripped out of her hand, being killed by Makima. Tragic as it was, again, feeling empty inside. We are asked the question, would you want to be a country mouse or a city mouse? I think it is safe to want to be a country mouse and live a nice and peaceful life. Yet, for a city mouse, you are wanting more even if it's dangerous. To be a city mouse is to take these risks, to get those experiences, reaching higher for yourself and not settling for just the safe route. Yet, regardless of what the outcome might be, living with hope for a better tomorrow seems to be a happier way of living. We ask the question again, did Reze love Denji? Yes, she loved Denji enough to try to escape the world that she was forced into, a world that took both youth and hope away from them. They were able to connect, and I truly think Reze saw Denji for who he is, past the chainsaw heart, and saw him as someone who could understand her, a person that was happy with the little things in life and just wanted people to like him for him. Reze was the first person to want Denji's heart. Denji has experienced so much pain with the people getting close to him, but maybe this one good experience made up for all the bad ones. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I would love to hear your thoughts about the movie or how you think Reze felt about Denji. I love to explore and discuss with you guys about these things and maybe things that I may have missed or overlooked. I also just wanted to thank you all for the recent support again. You guys almost had me crying at work, and I hope to make it to 1K by the end of this year. Thank you again for giving this loser the time of day. I have been your bestest bro, and I'll see you when I see ya.